Okay, let's move on to Port
Sounds like a
Adelaide,
briefing.
who are surprisingly one of the sides struggling at the moment, Lloyd. I mean, they've been the media darlings, Port Adelaide, and rightfully so, because Ken Hinkley's done an amazing job. But right now, this veneer they've put around themselves as the hardest working team in the competition seems to be evaporating. And I wonder whether the whole Kane Corns issue played a role in this. I mean, the ruthlessness of the footy club when a decision is made would normally be, okay, if that's what you want to do, then we make the call right now. They took him up to Brisbane. I wonder whether the mindset was, we'll get through Brisbane okay, and then we'll farewell him the week after. And they played like that. I mean, that was a stunning loss. They weren't in that contest at all.
Well, Kane had a poor game himself. He only had the 13 disposals. But I think that's what happens, Gary, when you decide that your time's up and you're not going to finish your career, or you're going to finish your career in 2 weeks. Maybe that side of you, that burning desire that Kane Corns has always had, probably leaves you a little bit, and that's something that Port Adelaide, I don't blame the loss on Kane Corns. No, of course it's not. Of course it's not.
13 touches in a 41-point loss.
But I would have loved to. And Dane Beams ran around and had 30.
And didn't spend him.
Well, why didn't he?
He went to Rockcliffe early.
Maybe he didn't think he was the right fit for...
What, after he fixed up Sam Mitchell a month ago?
Well, they're obviously he's retiring with their wishes, so they don't think he's in the best 22.
Gary, there's a reason they're letting him retire.
And I'm questioning that, Hutchie. I'm questioning why then would you take him up there and play him in a game against the Brisbane Lions when you know he's gone, in his own mind checked out, and they've gone and put in a performance now that reflects a soft underbelly.
They're going to get him to 300, and that was the way to do it, wasn't it? But that wasn't the reason they lost. They went down by 2 points and he dropped the mark in the goal score.
Well, you don't listen. I'm talking about the mindset of a football club who have been ruthless in their preparations over the past 2 years, left absolutely nothing a chance, no compromises, earn your spot, and all of a sudden they've taken a bloke up there they know is not going to be there 2 weeks beyond that game.
And how would they have gone if they'd retired him on 298? How reckon the playing group would have gone
Actually,
then?
don't play him then, play him in the return game the following week.
Well, which game?
300.
You've got to get him there somehow.
Well, how'd they go? How was the mindset of that footy club?
I don't think it had anything to do with Kane Corns. And I thought, Lordo, you were really hard on him. I thought your comments about him being selfish.
I didn't say selfish.
No, you inferred they were selfish.
Yeah, no, that's my point.
You don't have to back away from
my
that
point,
now.
Hutchie,
you inferred that he was making a selfish decision.
Okay, my point is that, when you sign at the start of the year, you see out the season. I stand by that 100%. And I do believe that Kane Corns, a ruthless Kane Corns, still has so much weight. I think Kane Corns...
So he's got his afterlife to think of. Yeah. His heart is no longer in it. You think he's a better value to stay and play.
Why did he play on the weekend?
I think he's absolutely entitled to get to 300.
You just said his heart's not in it.
I said if his heart wasn't in it...
Well, are you saying it or are you questioning it?
Lordo would have him play the year out.
Yeah. Or retire at 294 games.
I thought it was a set of really unusual circumstances, dealt with brilliantly, and a rare, really good footy story. Sadly, they had a shocker on Sunday, Gary. I think you talked about Carlton. Don't they just need to strip it back? What did they do well? Get the ball and defend. Isn't that what they've just got to do now? And Port Adelaide, they've got to stop overthinking things because they say they haven't believed their own publicity. Ken Hinkley's paranoid about this sort of stuff, but the success disease is something you can't touch, isn't it?
I don't, and I've been a massive fan. I think they went up there to Brisbane thinking they'd win that game, they'd tuck it away, and then they'd get the Kane Corns thing done next week and move on.